Well, it is finally election day, and we can all finally start to take a breath. It's almost over, folks. My hope is that there is a landslide victory, frankly, by either candidate. I would love, the winning candidate to get something, 310, 315 electoral college votes. I think a clear and concise and quick victory would be good for the world. The last thing we need is a contested election. We do not want to see an election like Gore and Bush, the hanging chads in Florida. I certainly don't want to go 30 days without knowing who the next president is. So I'm wearing the little sticker. I voted a week ago, I think. But you got to get out and vote. If you haven't voted, find a way to get to a polling center and do your duty. Again, either candidate you vote for, I'm sure they would appreciate it. But yes, hopefully, if I'm right, and there is a landslide victory tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, depending on your East Coast, West Coast, we can get on to getting on, and I think that would be good for all of us. So let's talk about someone who deserved a congratulations. Raul, sorry, man. I should have sent this out earlier. I missed it in the email exchange. But Raul, congratulations on getting your next deal. Proud of you. Your card will go out in the mail today. So let's talk about some earnings. We are getting a clearer and clearer insight that, frankly, all consumers are starting to cut back. What do I mean by that? For the longest time, you and I have been talking about, the bifurcated consumer, the K-shaped economy, whatever you want to call it. And for the longest time, the top 25%-ish, maybe top 30, they were spending, right? They likely own assets. They actually probably had some equities or stocks, and they were doing fine. But what we just heard from Wynn Resorts is eye-opening, followed by Marriott, right? So Wynn Resorts, obviously casino magnate here in Vegas. Missed top line, missed bottom line, lower Vegas gaming revenue, specifically VIP turnover. They highlighted the high end. The high end gambler is not showing up, right? They are seeing a big drawdown. So that's another sign that the free money era, the money is awash. Maybe it's starting to dry up. Maybe it's an election, right? Maybe once the election over, they'll come back. Maybe everybody is conserving. We shall see. Marriott, similar kind of report. Customers are pushing back on how much they will pay. Missed top line, missed bottom line, and gave a weak forecast. So again, we are seeing the top end of the bifurcated economy clearly pull back. The question I have, and probably you have as well, is this just more of the election pause? We're going to 30 days and find out. But there's a 50-50 chance that this is just everybody pulling back the last 6 to 8 weeks. And we will, once the election's over and confirmed, we will, just keep moving forward. We shall see. Also, it's possible that, the economy is finally breaking. So we're going to need some more data. It's going to get very interesting here as we get into the holiday season. Shout out the folks getting the active inventory numbers. Housing Wire puts this out. Active inventory was 736,000, down again. Yes, folks, it is my firm belief that we are finally starting to see cancellations and expires roll over. Again, we've been talking about this for months, right? People sign listing contracts, no price reductions, 80 days, 90 days, 120 days on market. They're finally letting those listings expire, and you're seeing inventory roll over. We are 30% up on activity year on year. So while we are down a couple of weeks in a row, we are clearly above last year by 30%. There are 354,000 homes in contract. That is up 14% year on year. And the median price, 389,900. Let's call it 390. That is up 5% year on year. I want to shout out Melody Wright. Melody Wright, someone who's been on the channel a couple of times. She actually posted something on X or Twitter that was actually a pretty good read. It talked about Fannie Mae. And Fannie Mae anticipates a decrease in multifamily property values and actually suspects some fraud. This is a problem for the commercial market, not the residential market. Man, I need another cup of coffee. So again, these are things that you and I have been talking about for quite a while. I believe the pain in the commercial multifamily market will be bigger, yes, bigger than the Great Recession. I do not see the pain in the single family market. It just does not have the same setup. Certainly doesn't have the same setup in time frame, right? You would need years of higher unemployment and other things before we really got residential in trouble. But commercial is in trouble now. And I remind you, Ken McElroy and the like, they're starting to trade Class A at 25 to 30% off. That's a good sign. That is a market that's healing itself. But it hasn't come to Class B or Class C. And again, I am talking about multifamily. There was a great comment the other day. I should be more clear about that. When I say commercial, I'm specifically referring to multifamily. That's what I look at. It's what I'm hoping to buy. So again, that's what I look at all the time. So it shall be interesting. Again, I think it's really interesting to see what the consumers at the high end did with Marriott and Wynn. But what about the lower end? What about restaurant brands? Burger King, Firehouse Sub, Popeyes, and Tim Hortons. Well, missed top line, missed bottom line. All four chains reported weaker same-store sales. Not to be outdone, Yum Brands, KFC, Pizza Hut, missed on earnings. Also reported same-store sales falling. Yes, folks, it looks like more and more people are pulling back. Is this the election? Is it something bigger? We shall see. We did get one economic number that probably, I didn't actually check. I should have. I'm going to guess rates are up this morning. It's 7:38 as I'm talking. I can check on my phone. Look at this. Let's do this in real time. I'm going to guess the 10-year note is up because we got a really strong ISM services number. Let me take a look. Yeah. Oh my God. It's up five basis points. So yeah, the 10-year note's up. That means mortgage rates will be up later today. The reason that is ISM services. Again, services, if you don't recall, is the largest component of the U.S. economy. Makes up something like, 65%. So it is the largest employers. That's where most of us are, is in the service industry. Last month was 54.9. Again, above 50 means growth. Below 50 means contraction. It was actually expected to go down slightly to 53.8. Again, still growing, but less strong. Well, came in at 56. So came in stronger than expected and stronger than last month, actually posting 4 months of solid growth. So ISM services still looking good. Usually right about now, I would be announcing new school members of the day, but unfortunately, nobody joined our school yesterday. Yes, folks, ORAT School Community, 67 cents a day, $20 a month, all kinds of free stuff, including an 8 a.m. mastermind for real estate agent, real estate brokers. It starts in about 20 minutes. But yes, nobody joined yesterday, so can't shout anybody out. But again, remember, when you do join, make sure that you get to level 2 to unlock creative financing, level 3 to get your boot camp. Shout out to the folks that are betting on Palantir. Palantir had a blowout quarter, beat top line, beat bottom line, raised guidance, the triple beat. And the CEO, Alex Karp, had this to say, which I thought was, I'll read it. You tell me what you think. The winners in AI will be powered by Palantir. The losers will read analyst notes. I'll read it one more time. The winners in AI will be powered by Palantir, and the losers will read analyst notes. There you go. Looks like Boeing is no longer on strike. The machinists have agreed to the 38% pay raise. over the next 4 years. So they will be off the dole. It should help the jobs number next month. Again, it was one of the reasons, I think it was estimated 40,000 reduction because of the Boeing strike. So lots of things going on there, folks. Again, it is election day. Find a way to vote. If you haven't voted, go to your polling center. And again, all I can hope for is a clear and concise victory. Something that is called late on the West Coast, early on the East Coast, perhaps, would be, I think, good for all of us. Either way, whoever's the elected president tomorrow doesn't affect anything that I'm going to be doing. Doesn't affect anything that we'll be doing in my community. We're all going to be doing the work. We're all going to be looking at our buy box. We're all going to be saving disposable income. We're going to try to add new skills to, increase top line. Nothing will change tomorrow. I guess this just hit me. It's like a gender reveal tonight, right? Is it a boy or is it a girl? It's kind of a gender reveal party tonight. So we'll see where that goes. So again, folks, I'm really hoping for a landslide, clear and concise victory, something over 310, electoral college votes, and then we can get on to getting on. This election has caused clearly an air pocket in the economy. It also has caused a buyer's market in real estate, which I'm seeing more and more listings. I'm seeing more and more aged inventory, which means it's time to write disrespectful offers. So, folks, I won't keep you anymore. Go vote. Go vote. All right, folks, take care of yourself.